Hi, everybody. Mr. Wagner from Ridley High School. Each week, we focus on a different lifeline of the week. And there is no better lifeline of the week this week than pride, which can be defined as satisfaction or something that means something to you personally. And this week, I asked different and former students, teachers, counselors, coaches, and even the superintendent what pride means to them as we head into homecoming week. And I am very excited for you to look at the responses as they come following my message. I hope everybody has a great homecoming week and you continue to show that Green Raider pride here at Ridley High School. And a special thank you to Mr. Wiley for working with me to get this video up and running. Have a great week, everybody.
I feel like I bleed green. I was born bleeding green. Both my parents coached here. My dad worked here for years and years. So it's always been about pride whenever you play, whenever you put the jersey on, whenever you show up to work. I love when people talk how like we're gritty, we don't give up. I think that kind of just translates throughout your whole life. So I'm really proud to be from Ridley. I tell everyone I'm from Ridley, and again, from a long line of Ridley people and coaches.
Ridley pride to me is just a sense of community. It's knowing that when things go wrong, your community is going to have your back. They're going to, make sure that everything is good. So, if you run into a problem, whether it's a medical issue, whether it's, an issue with anything, just knowing that your neighbors, your school community are going to have your back. It also means being able to be yourself, right? You don't need to worry about people judging you. I think the Ridley community is great with that, where there's so many different groups of people, so many different types of people that it makes our community special. So just being yourself and being able to be yourself, whether it's an athlete, whether it's an artist, whether it's a musician, our school community allows that to happen, which is absolutely awesome. And then the last thing it means to me is family. I chose to stay in Ridley and raise my family in Ridley. I want my kids to get all the same things that I got when I was a kid. So whether it's school, whether it's sports in the community, or just having a place where they can be themselves is the most important thing to me. So all those things kind of tie into the pride that I have in the Ridley community and the pride that I have in the place that I work and live, and want to be here for forever, So I hope that I contribute to that a little bit with all my hats that I wear, but it's important to have that pride and be able to, show that pride when we can.
So Ridley pride for me is just the sense of community that we all share. As someone who grew up here and someone who ended up marrying his high school sweetheart, we decided to raise our family in Ridley. I took a job at Ridley. And it's just that sense that like we all lift each other up when we need to. It is this idea, and when I went to college, we would run into other Ridley kids, and we all just felt like we were part of a connected community with each other, which is something that as you grow older, you really start to value in your life.
I mean, community is number one. Being able to give back to a place that has, provided me so much in my life, from being able to play and, high-fiving the athletes who used to play for Ridley, the Mike Buzzes of the world, to, coaching and playing on that field. It's just about coming together. The greatest thing that our community does is have each other's back. And the fact that, being able to be a part of the Ridley community, now teaching here is probably the greatest thrill I've had in my life. I love what I get to do. I love being able to provide our student athletes with guidance. But it's just so important to be a part of it. We have the crow's nest, the old men who are up in the bleachers for basketball and football games and every other sport, to everyone else that you just want to make proud because they give it their all through all the years they went through here. And now that we have the opportunity as well, there's nothing better than giving back. And we have a great community with awesome support, great student athletes who are putting the grind on the field and in the classroom. And it just makes me excited that homecoming's around the corner to know that everyone's going to come together for a great time.
Okay, well, as we move into homecoming and we start to talk about pride, I will start with this for you, the students out there. Our mission statement mentions multi-generational. And there's a reason for that. They call it in the outside world a joke, but we, with great pride, say nobody ever leaves Ridley, okay? You don't know this because you haven't lived anywhere else before, most of you. I have lived outside of this community, and I'm here to tell you that the uniqueness of the Ridley community, the closeness that people have, the support for each other, neighbors and friends, is unlike any other place that I've ever lived. And you are so lucky to be growing up here. And homecoming is the yearly culmination of all of that when we bring together everyone, the community, the student body, local businesses. The whole shooting match comes together for one weekend here at Ridley. And we all kind of take a moment to reflect on all of the good things that we have, that we've done, and that we plan to do moving forward.
I am a Ridley lifer, grew up in Ridley. My dad still lives in Ridley. When I, even at my old age now, when I talk about being from Ridley, I certainly am proud of it. I think what comes with being a Ridley kid is having a strong sense of family, community, loyalty. You work a little bit harder for things, but I think Ridley kids have a sense of resiliency. They look out for one another. And it's just about being proud of where you grew up. I think it says a lot about people when they want to work where they graduated from. And we've got a bunch of teachers here at Ridley who graduated from Ridley.
So I would say the pride in our community. So especially in this role now, I can see an event such as the homecoming football game, how exciting it is not only for our current student athletes, our current students, but also their families and families, the extended family, and what that means to be a part of the broader Ridley community. So I think we just have such great pride in those connections, in our strength as a community, and we look forward to opportunities like this, to games like this, to come together and celebrate not only the successes, the current successes, but also all of those in the past as well, and those yet to come.
Well, certainly I have a lot of pride in Ridley, and I have a lot of time here in Ridley. I've been connected to the Ridley community for 51 years. I was a student here, graduated in 1987. My wife, who I married, also graduated in 1987. My family has graduated from Ridley. My siblings, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, cousins, nieces, nephews, some that are still in the school district today. So my family is from Ridley, and that makes me very proud, and I carry that with me everywhere I go. Ridley has a tremendous sense of community, always has, and I felt like the people in the Ridley community really have shaped who I am today. My experiences over my time, whether it was as a student or as a coach or a principal and now superintendent, all those relationships that we've developed have really shaped me, and that makes me happy and proud. And the last thing I'll say is this year we adopted the mantra of inspire, trust, unite. And that is really what we do here. I think we inspire each other to do the best that we can in whatever we're doing. We develop trust through all that we do, and we unite around our kids and our community. And that brings great pride to me.